Hello and welcome back to my course on binary option trading. When you trade binary options on currencies, it's easy where to find and use calendar. You can find it at any website dedicated to forex trading, but if you trade binary options on commodities such as corn, wheat, crude oil or natural gas, there is no certain place, certain website where you can find all information and reports. In this lecture, I'll show you where you can find relevant information about these markets and what reports you should pay attention to. Let's start from wheat and corn markets. Here is a link to a calendar of events happening in this market. It's usda.gov, a website of United States Agricultural Department. Click on Agency Reports to know if any reports are going to be published today. Here you can see a list of reports, but only few of them are really important for the markets. They are World Agricultural Supply and Demand Estimates Report. It's going to be published monthly at 10th of each month, plus or minus 3 days. This report has the most significant effect on the market because USDA publishes its forecast for ending stocks, production, net export, and consumption in United States and world consumption. Market reaction is very unpredictable, especially if you are not an expert in these markets. The second report is crop progress. It is published every week on Monday from April to November. This is growing period for most grains in the United States. This report shows the quality of the crop, how many percent of the crop was planted or harvested, what quality it is, and what development stage this certain crop now is in. The next one is export sales. USDA publishes it every week on Thursday. In this report you may find export sales for previous week for this and next marketing year. The next is grain stocks. It is published quarterly by the end of each quarter, and it shows current stocks on the end of the quarter. The next important report is acreage. It is published once a year by the end of June. Reflects information about actually planted area. And the last one is prospective plantings. USDA published this report once a year by the end of March, and it reflects farmers' intentions, what area to plant. How to use it? Every time you see any of these reports in the calendar, you should be ready for high volatile market. So that wait for the market to go upside or downside. The most profitable strategy for such situation is to open a trade in the same direction as market goes in first few seconds after any of these reports releases. For every report you see a certain time, it is going to be published. This is Eastern Time, New York time, don't forget about it. And let's continue with crude oil and natural gas markets. For crude oil and natural gas markets, the most important reports are weekly storage reports. Go to the website of US Energy Information Administration, EIA.gov. For natural gas, you should click on Weekly Natural Gas Storage Report. It releases every Thursday on 10:30 a.m. and shows an inventory of natural gas available in United States. For crude oil, we should click on Weekly Petroleum Status Report, which is usually released every week on Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. We should monitor stocks of crude oil. The most important indicator is commercial crude oil stocks. If stocks decrease, the market usually goes up. If stocks rise, the market moves downside. But such pattern take place only if it's a significant withdrawal or replenishment. The same tendency is for natural gas market. Thank you for your attention, and I hope now you can easily find a date when an important market report is going to be released.